Hi everybody, my name is Jackie Gist and I want to just start today by saying thank you so much. I appreciate the time that you're taking to learn a little bit about the possibilities that could be waiting for you in this new opportunity. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about what I do and how I work from home, how I used to be a teacher for 13 years and had a master's degree, how I'm a mama of 3 and a wife of 20 plus years, and how I've made a transition to working every single day in somebody else's schedule, to getting to choose my own schedule and build my own dream and do it in a way that serves others and for me fulfills a little bit of what I feel is my calling, my ministry, what God has called me to do. So I want to tell you just a little bit about my story. In 2013, I had our last child. I was 35 years old and he was a very big surprise. We had 2 older children. My husband and I met when we were in college, and we had our first baby when I was 19 years old. We had our second baby when I was 24 years old, and then we had our third surprise bonus baby when I was 35 years old. A little bit about me: when I was 11 years old, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and from that time on, I think that started a unhealthy relationship with food. My whole life was about, when are you going to take your next shot? What are you going to eat today? How much activity are you going to have? And so from about that age on, I really struggled with food, with my weight. I was not athletic. I never played sports. And so just kind of created a lifestyle for me that revolved around thinking about when I was going to eat again, what I was going to eat again, and just becoming a chronic overeater. I just ate all the time. And so when I was 35 years old, I had pretty much spent my entire adulthood, I would say 75 plus pounds overweight, but by the time I had my third son, I weighed 260 pounds. I was taking high blood pressure medication. I was taking high cholesterol medication. I was in chronic pain. I had to wear orthopedic shoes because my feet hurt so bad. I weighed 260 pounds. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia because they couldn't find anything else that was causing my pain. So I was taking pain medication every single day, and I was just super unhealthy. I just was uncomfortable, super heavy. I didn't have a whole lot of belief in myself. And so I came into Beachbody coaching looking for a solution for just a disaster waiting to happen of health issues. So I signed up with my coach as a challenger in 2014, and I gradually started to lose the weight. And another part of our story is, because we married so young and because we were still in college, we had all kinds of financial debt. My husband was a preacher. I was a school teacher. We did not make a lot of money. We had a chronically ill child, so you can imagine what the hospital bills were. We were living paycheck to paycheck. We actually filed for bankruptcy in 2012. We just have spent most of our adulthood trying to get our head above water financially. So signing up to buy a challenge pack or to start a group was a huge deal because we really didn't have the money to do it. I had just had our son, and I actually did not find a teaching job after I had him because we moved, and so we were down to one income. And so I originally signed up because I was going to have to quit Shakeology, and my husband said, "You're doing so great. I don't want you love it. I don't want you to have to quit." And so I signed up to be what we call a discount coach. The great thing about Beachbody is that they give their coaches a 25% discount on all products, whether you ever sell anything or not. So you can sign up and say, "I just want to get a discount." And that's fine. That's fine. So that was what I did. I signed up to be a coach. I did not do anything with the coaching opportunity. I didn't realize what was waiting for me. I had no idea. And so I took the discount, and a couple months later, we were having another one of those ill-fated budget meetings where I am very practical and said, "We have to cancel it." And my husband again said, "Let's figure something out." And I said, "Well, maybe I could get somebody to buy Shakeology from me. So I'll make one post on Facebook. I didn't really do much on Facebook, but I threw up a post of a before and an after. I had lost about 65 pounds, and because my whole life I had been overweight, people were blown away by where I was at. And I was not at an ideal weight. I still weighed almost 200 pounds at that point. So I still had quite a ways to go. But all of a sudden, I started to get all these messages from people saying, Jackie, you look fantastic. What are you doing? Jackie, what an inspiration you are that you've done this. And all of a sudden, I was like, wow. And so that very first month, I'm going to tell you guys, I made $500. That was huge for our family, to make an extra $500. And so from that, I all of a sudden got this belief in myself that like, hey, maybe I could run a business. Maybe I could do this. And so the wonderful thing about Beachbody is I knew nothing about nutrition. I knew nothing about fitness. I still didn't, I was still drinking Diet Cokes every day and eating processed foods, and I didn't know any of those things. But the only thing I knew was that I liked helping people. I was income driven for my family, and I still needed to work on myself. And so maybe working on myself and sharing that with others would help other people want to get healthy. And so I contacted my coach that I had signed up with, who was a fantastic mentor, and she had all this training, which she has taught me and now passed on to me. And now I teach my team the same things. So from that, I have continued to be able to stay home with my son and completely replaced my teaching income. Now, there's a little bit other part to this story, because some of you may be going, yeah, but I haven't lost any weight, or maybe you've never used the products before. Or, maybe you don't have a transformation, or maybe you need to lose weight and you haven't started. Here's the thing. There's somebody out there who's going to connect with your story. Just like there are people who connect with me that need to lose a lot of weight. But there are people who connect with one of my friends who have been fit their whole life, and they connect with them more than me. So there's somebody out there for all of us. It's just finding those people that are looking for you. And so the great thing is if you decide that this is a great opportunity for you, we give you all the training. You get your discount on your product. The only buy-in you have is the products that you will use to get you to your goal. So a fitness plan that comes with an eating plan that comes with Shakeology. That's it. Then you can start your business. I'm gonna just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. You may think why didn't you go back to teaching? You could have made an okay income doing that. We lived paycheck to paycheck. There was no room for growth income-wise. And we are, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat, we are still digging ourselves out of some financial situations just from our history. But with this opportunity, there is no cap. The sky is the limit. And with a job like teaching, I enjoyed the children, but I didn't enjoy having no flexibility in my schedule. I didn't enjoy when my kids were sick, not being able to stay home with them, or having to get up at 4 a.m. to go write sub-plans, and having my husband stay with the kids while doing that tag team thing. I just didn't, I didn't enjoy the politics of it. I didn't enjoy the testing side of it and all the documentation side of it. I enjoyed the children. And so maybe that's where you're at. You're in a place right now where you're like, I don't have a passion about what I'm doing anymore. There must be something more. I'm looking to change people's lives, and what I'm doing currently isn't meeting that need. That's another great part of coaching. The other awesome thing about my coaching story is that I'm married very young, and my husband and I are best friends, and I love him so much, but I never had that girl community. I didn't get to do a lot of the stuff in college because we got married and I had a baby. And so another great thing about my coaching story is that now I have this group of women, and they cheer me on, and they pray for me, and they ask me, hey, what's your goal this week? And they hold me accountable, and we get to travel together. And so it's also brought this whole big friendship. And some of my best friends live completely opposite sides of the continent, but we still talk to each other every single day. So that's another awesome thing. Here's the deal. You can sign up to be a discount coach. You can sign up to be a part-time coach, which means, hey, I'm gonna keep working my job, or my life is super busy and I only have a few minutes every day to spend working on this business. And you can make a substantial income doing that. You could pay off some credit card debts, or you could save for your vacation. Those kinds of things are totally possible. Or you could get to a point where you're like, I'm all in. I've been all three of those. When I first started, I thought discount. Then I saw the possibilities. I was full-time. And for the first year and a half, I grew this really big income and things were awesome. And then we had some life changes and we moved. And my husband and I went into a job together where I was still at home, but we were foster parents for 8 teenage boys. And if I hadn't started Beachbody before that, we continued to make a really nice income with me just trying, maintaining, not really growing, maintaining. But we were able to pay off close to $6,000 in debt just with my Beachbody income while we did foster parenting. So that was a huge blessing. Now we're back to me being at home. He's got his full-time job and I am all in again, running a full-time business like a work day. I do work from the time I get up until the dinner time. This is hard work. This doesn't come easy. You have to be committed and dedicated. You have to be teachable. You have to be willing to learn, and you have to be disciplined. I will help you with all of those things. I will help you with all of those things, but I can't make you want it. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. So I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about what coaching is. Shoot me a message after you've watched this. Let's chat. Let's see what questions you have. And then we can dive right into other things. Beachbody is a phenomenal company. They come up with all of your advertising. They come up with all of your products. It is a great time to be a Beachbody coach. We are changing lives, ending obesity, encouraging and just making social media a better, more positive place. Working with people who focus on being healthy and physically active is just fun because we're energetic, we're positive, it's a great work environment, and I would be so blessed if you would consider joining our team or talking to me about what that would entail. So thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to hear from you.